As promised, I'm in the car. Y'all wanted me in the car. Y'all said we can't. Y'all said we can't hear the callers as clear when you're inside. I think I just need to get a better internal speaker. Because when you think about it, even though sometimes you can't hear the callers. Shout out to my man Duran Charles with the super chat donation, man. Appreciate it greatly, brother. The live streams are usually longer. I will say that. The live streams are usually longer when I'm inside than when I'm in the car. That's what I will say. Hey, I want to send y'all a picture. Kada sent me the picture of my gray sweats, my gray short set and my red short set. Think I'm gonna give me a white Kango so I can get that white Kango, lay that white Kango on top. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Let me say I might wear these shades. I might have to get some new shades. I might wear these shades with them so I could be super fly. Shout out to Emilion, man. Prefer the lab. I like the lab too. It's a more comfortable setting, but I do think I need to get a more because even when I had got the speaker at the other spot I was at, so I have multiple. How my man Mo Quad said, I have multiple establishments. So even at my other establishment, the Bluetooth that I had there was a lot better. So I do think I got to get a better Bluetooth. No short sets, please. Nah, Mo Quad. Listen, Mo Quad. I'm gonna be at the cookout with the shorts on. I'm gonna get me some. Listen, Mo Quad. I'm getting me some white sneakers today or tomorrow. Hold on. Let me get the picture. Let me get the picture real quick. Hold on 1 second. If I can get them in a second. Don't let Mo Quad said. Don't listen. What I'm gonna do? Listen. This is what I'm gonna do, Mo Quad. I'm gonna go in my backyard. I'm gonna lift my legs up. So I can sit them in the sun, maybe get them a little brown. And if they get brown enough, I'm outside with the shorts on. I'm supporting Lost Tribes. I'm supporting Captain Tazaryach's clothing line. Y'all know me. If y'all know anything about me, I support all my brother's businesses. I support the t-shirt businesses. I support the body wash, body butter businesses. I'm about to do an opening of Mama Sense. I haven't opened it yet. So when I do that, I'm going to do that in front of everybody so we can see exactly what she gifted me, Mama Sense. When Yatazar, the jackets. Y'all see listen, man, when I got them jackets, when I wore that jacket that Yatazar and Yaradan teamed up with to make the Real Nigga University jackets, them jackets sold out. When I wore the vest, they sold. Listen, if you want your business promoted, I'm your plug. And I don't even charge. Like sometimes brothers will cash app, and sometimes brothers and sisters will cash app some money for it. You be skipping leg day, Cap. Shut your bitch ass up, whoever said I skipped leg day. And go check the goddamn YouTube shorts and see what I do on leg day. Shut your bitch ass up. So anyway, whenever somebody has a product they want me to support, I don't charge. Like if they choose, like Gadar, for example, Gadar asked me to do a plug for him, gave me a donation. So I appreciate the donations, but I don't always do that because, yeah, listen, y'all know I'm a savage. Don't get up here and talk about skipping nothing, especially when you can go right on my channel and you can see me squatting. It's like a hack squat, 810 pounds. Hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm joking too. So when you say you joking, I'm joking too. You know, it's just levels. It's levels. As my man Sue Surf say. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all, Hadar from Detroit just sent me my Carl Gas t-shirt. Wait for that. I got a big head, pause. So I can't get, like, the reason why I wear Kangos and not others, because Kangos make a size big enough for my head, pause. Because I got a big head, pause. So I'm about to get the Carl Gas bucket hats. Is it still buffering? Let me know. Let me see if it's still buffering. Hold on, let me see if it's still buffering. Let me see if it's still buffering. Hold on. Let me see, because I'm driving. You know, that's what happens when you drive. Let me see, because I'm driving. Oh, no, it look good now. I'm looking on my phone. It look good on my phone. I'm looking at it. So, let me see, because I'm driving. Appreciate it. Hold on. Let me check my messages real fast. Hold on. Oh, I thought I pinned my number. Is my number pinned to the top? Let me know if my number... Yeah, my number is pinned. So, the phone number is pinned. If y'all got a question, 862-224-9027 is a number to call if you got a question. If you get a bucket hats, I'm caught. Yeah, listen, listen, Hadar. Hold on. Let me put it... I'm about to put Hadar on the spot. I do that type of shit. Let me see if I can put Hadar. Let me see if he answer the phone. Let me see if he answered the phone. I'm about to put him on the spot, right on the live stream. Right on the live stream. I'm the greatest promoter in Israel, man. The greatest. Nobody gonna pump your shit up, and nobody's gonna be more believable.
Shalom, sir.
I just want you to know I'm live. I'm putting you on the spot. So I just received the shirt. So I just got the shirt yesterday. I ain't put it on yet, but I do like the shirt. The only thing I'm thinking, do you think it look better if like at the top, if with just the logo like that, because Carl Gas is in the middle, or should I put like Carl Gas Creation somewhere in there? That's the only thing I was wondering. You let me know. You the expert, not me. And then
you mean the tag logo?
No, the name. Like, do you think I should have, like, when I look at it, when I'm gonna take a picture with it on, and when you look at it, I just want you to see, should it say Carl Gas somewhere, either at the top, at the bottom? It ain't got to be big.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, okay. All right, then I love.
And I wanted to play with that logo a little bit too.
You can do whatever you want. Yeah,
okay.
you got free reign, and it's recorded now. So if I say while you do that, you can cut me and say, Cap, you said I could do whatever I want. Because it's recorded. Come, but why I got you too? Hell yeah, but why I got you too? You gonna do the hats too, right? But did you say you was gonna do the bucket hats?
So you got another shirt coming with you got a black shirt and a black bucket hat, and you got a white bucket hat.
Did you ship
it
already?
The white bucket hat has been shipped. The black one has not. I'm still playing with it.
Okay, bring that to the cookout then. Don't ship that.
Okay, Colonel Carl.
Yeah, but y'all heard what he said. He said, "Listen, I ain't even got to buy a white bucket hat now." Listen, I was just saying how, cause you know, Tazaryach came out with a short set, so I'm about to rock. If I could get my legs brown enough in the sun, I'm gonna wear some shorts.
You trying to show the legs?
Yeah, because I want to support the short. The brother got the short set, so I'm gonna rock the shorts. And I was just saying, I'm gonna get me a white bucket hat. Now y'all see, this is why I love the UPK. I ain't even gotta buy a white bucket hat. I got a white bucket hat on the way.
God, sir, you know I'm gonna get you all the way together, man. We're gonna do some good things with that.
Definitely. Right? And just so y'all know, give them the name of your business, dog, while you're here, just so they can know where they could go, your website that they can go to cop your clothing, because this is who I'm working with to get Carl Gas Creations where the shirts. I think we just starting with shirts and hats right now. So the shirts and hats are going to be made by Officer Hadar out of the Captain Hadar. I don't want to get taken to counsel.
Gotta put some respect on it.
So tell them now. So just tell them the name of your business, the website, where they can get your stuff from, man. Go ahead and rock it out.
Okay, Colonel Khan. So we got the website is UPK Fresh. Check us out on the big cartel.
Right.
The website been rocking and rolling for a few years now. So any UPK attire, any Carl Gas, anything you're looking for, just hit the website. We got jogging suits, t-shirts, everything on there.
Yeah, I heard that.
Keep you fresh.
Damn right. And send me the website. I'm gonna send it to my moderators so that they can put it in the chat as well.
Colonel Khan.
All right, no sweat. Lord's will, I see you at the cookout.
Colonel Khan, sir.
All right, no sweat. All right, shalom. You have some shalom down.
All
right. Yeah, listen. Mama Quad talk about he hitting me with a Midwest tax. Nah, B. Ain't no Midwest tax coming at all, Mama Quad. Now I ain't even got to buy a hat. I'm an Amazon junkie. I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. I am absolutely an Amazon junkie. And I would have went right on Amazon to the Kango store, bought that white hat. But the Lord had me call Hadar and say, why you going to spend money with Amazon when you could spend that money and make that money with Captain Hadar. So big up to Captain Hadar. You want to go to UPK Fresh, he gonna send me the website. He got jogging suits, t-shirts, everything like that. And here's the beautiful thing. In class last Thursday, Abadja asked me, and I was teaching about a monopoly. And the reason why, so in America, you can't have a monopoly. So for those that don't know, in business, a monopoly, like Verizon used to be called, like, Verizon had different names. Verizon was AT&T, Verizon was Lucent. It was a lot of them. And they had a monopoly on phone lines. That's why even to this day, most circuits, your T-Mobiles and all of that, most of their circuits live off of the back end of Verizon's network because they had a monopoly. Microsoft is another example. They had a monopoly on the Windows computer. And so America said, you can't have a monopoly. So that's why you notice Mac is the only thing. If Mac was huge in the sense that they were considered monopoly, they would have to share everything. But they don't. But Windows does, the phones do. And the UPK, the only thing we are monopoly on is the home of the truth. That's it. We monopolize that. Outside of that, when brothers come in here, you got other brothers that sell oils and incense. Like right now, Officer Thakun out of New Jersey sells incense. So if anybody want to know why I paused my incense business, is because I want to fish people to his incense business. You got brothers that sell oils. You got brothers that sell body, but Mama Scent sells similar products that I sell, but we don't sit there and say, nah, don't sell that because I'm selling that. I ain't promoting your shirt because I sell shirts. We wear each other's shirts, rock each other, everything. That's how you create an ecosystem. And that's what the beautiful thing that IHBK does. When you come to our events, every event that we have, you're going to see tables of different UPK attire, and we all buying from each other. So I'm buying from Nayatak, I'm buying from Hadar, I'm buying from Yatazar, I'm buying from Yaradan. All of that keeps us funneling money to each other. It's a beautiful thing. So on to the subject. So I got a few subjects in here. I'm gonna play the video for the brother that got snatched out, his car. I'm gonna play that. Oh, listen, man, y'all might be mad at me, right? But y'all really can't get mad at me, but y'all might be mad at me, man, because I got this oil right here. And I know what y'all gonna say. Come on, Cap, you killing me. But I got this oil right here. I'm trying to stop. Let me tell y'all, I be trying not to make new oils. But the problem with going to the oil place is they always got some new oils. So this Invincible right here, good God Almighty, man. Listen, you know how I can tell when the oil is fire? When I be at the gym, and they be asking me at the gym, like, what happened? What's up? You know, when they stop me in the gym and be like, hey, what's that you got on? That's how you know, because I got headphones on. I don't look like a nice guy. And so received my order yesterday. Shout out to, because I dropped them off. So the orders, so there's some orders I shipped that I made. I think I set them up. I'm dropping off like 70 orders today. People that placed their orders, I think Friday or something like that, y'all should have gotten y'all emails today. I'll be packing those orders and then dropping them off tomorrow. So I did. This was actually probably the quickest turnaround from my sale, because normally when I do a sale, it take a little longer, but I kind of locked in a little bit, and so I can get y'all sales out because I'm going to Chicago next week. I ain't want y'all to be waiting. So, but this new oil called Invincible. Now I ain't put it on the website yet. This is imported oil. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's called Invincible. And then I got I got one coming for women. Well, I got two coming for women. Two new ones I got coming for women. One is called Apple Bottom. One is called Apple Bottom. So Apple Bottom was inspired by Cookie Master. And then I got another one for women called Snatched. So for the Midwest Cookout, I got Invincible for men, Level Up for men coming, and I got Apple Bottom and Snatched for women. Apple Bottom and Snatched coming for women. So those are the 4 new scents that I got coming. All right. So now I begin to teach my subject. I'm about to stop driving in a second. I layered marshmallow and red lipstick today. Yeah, that marshmallow cap. Put that joint in the cap. Look, listen, man. Mama Quad be like, get my care package together. I need my care package, man. Oh, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on, this is a brother. Hold on. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna see you by your house in a minute.
No, maybe I'm doing a live stream now.
You doing a live stream?
Yeah, so I'm good.
Hey, I watch you on TV all the time.
Oh, Most High Christ. That's what's up, bro. What's going on, brother? Nice to see you.
All right. Y'all be in New York, right?
Yeah. He in the school with me. Yeah.
Oh, we definitely got to chop it up.
Yeah, he right in the, that's my brother. He an officer in the school. Yeah.
I got, oh man, God do everything for a reason.
Yeah.
Get with y'all.
Yeah, definitely, brother. Sorry, y'all. That's a brother slaving. And so I hopped out. You know, y'all be thinking I don't run shit. I run shit. You know, just hop out in the middle of the street and chop it up with folk. You know what I mean? That's how we get down. I'm absolutely insane. When I say I'm insane, it's not a game. I think you got to have a level of insanity or superhero power to do what we in the Israelite community do. Right? But I was thinking about, when you think about it, just run my family, do all that. You got to be some type of superhero. So that's the Most High. The Most High gives that type of superpower out to the children of Israel. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to send me the link. Let me text her daughter. Let me make sure he sent me the link. Hold on. Let me tell her daughter to send me the link. Hold on. Bear me 1 second. Send me link. All right. So I got her daughter sending me the link. So now, if y'all see the title, right? So the title, y'all notice that the Epstein files were not released. I'm going to say it again. The Epstein files have not been released. Hold on, wait, because I got brothers texting me. I'm trying to get out of it. So let me go on my Google real fast. MLK files released. So when I woke up this morning, I saw that it said records related to the assassination of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. Trump releases thousands of Martin Luther King Jr. files. Released files give views into investigative efforts into Atlanta following the King assassination. Trump administration releases FBI records on MLK despite his family's opposition. What Epstein files? Trump say they're gone. But that's my point. So when Trump says there's no Epstein files, when Trump said he was going to release the Epstein files, but they release the MLK files. And I think that's the part that we always try to tell y'all when we say, yeah, I know, I'm waiting, boy, waiting for him to send it. Like Trump won't release the MLK files, won't release the Epstein files, but he is releasing the MLK files because it'll always be about the protection. I just did an interview Saturday with Sarnetta when I was saying that, like, when it comes to protecting white men and their sexual deviancy, they're always going to protect it. But when it comes to shaming black men and their sexual deviancy and their wickedness, they're never going to hold it back. You want me to give y'all proof? In that interview with Sarnetta asked me a question, right? And Sarnetta asked me, hold on 1 second, y'all. Real fast. So if I can find an interview, hold on, let me see if I can find an interview. Okay, hold on. He just sent me the link. Hold on. Copy. So I want to see. Sorry, y'all. What happened? I got too close to my house, and so of course I got the Wi-Fi at my house. And so it was trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. So can y'all give me a 1 if y'all can hear me? Give me a 1, 2. Give me a 1. Give me a 1 if y'all can hear me. Give me a 1. I'm gonna wait till it comes back. Yeah, there we go. All right, thank you, appreciate it. So what I was saying was, I was doing this interview with Sinetta this past Saturday, and in the interview, Sinetta asked this question, and I'm gonna play it. I want y'all to listen to it, and then I'm gonna show y'all the proof of what I said, and why it was good that he asked that question. Way I was raised, Barakatah, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah.
What do you think about me saying that the government is possibly involved in all of the sex trafficking of people, especially children, or is it?
The question Sinetta asked was, what do you think of me saying that the government is involved with all of the sex trafficking that's taking place in America?
All fake news and conspiracy theory, in your opinion?
You can't say that it's conspiracy theory, because when you think about all of the child molestation that takes place in the Roman Catholic Church, if the Roman Catholic Church can't do that trafficking without government assistance. It's not like they just come in there and people ain't reporting it. And when it gets hushed up, that's the government. That's the police force. That's everybody. Let's think about that. I said when it gets hushed up, that's the government. That's the police force. I want y'all to look at this. This says, Trump administration intervenes to help block law requiring priests to report child abuse revealed in confessions. Trump blocked that law. So now this came out after I said, of course, there's no way that they're doing these things with kids everywhere and the government ain't assisting. Like when we talk about white supremacy, y'all, I think in y'all's mind, when it comes to white supremacy, y'all be thinking of the redneck white man. Y'all be thinking of the racist white man that pulled their brother out the car. And I'm gonna play that video in a second. You don't think of little Johnny at your job. I was getting fish. I was at this fish tank. I was at this fish store. I was at this fish store yesterday. I was buying 4 fish. And the cat that's getting the fish for me, I said, he looks like he got kids locked up in his home. That's how he looks. But you never think about white supremacy as the lily white girl that works at your job. You never think of little Johnny with the glasses on, beady eyes. Like when you think of Jeffrey Dahmer, let me show you what I mean. Let's look at Jeffrey Dahmer, for example. Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, when you look at these pictures, look at this picture of Jeffrey Dahmer. That's Jeffrey Dahmer right there. Jeffrey Dahmer, when you think white supremacy, you don't think of this guy. As he's walking down the street, you don't think he'll catch me, unalive me, and eat me, and have my fingers in the refrigerator, have my toes in the freezer, have my rod somewhere ready to cook it up. You don't think like that. You think, oh, I'll be you. In your head, you think I'll beat him up. But they'll be the ones that are putting the provisions in place to make sure that the Catholic Church can get away with the crimes that they're committing. White supremacy is your Board of Education. White supremacy is your Democrats, your Republicans. White supremacy ain't just your correction officers and the police. The white supremacy is the whole entire government system. That's white supremacy. There is no getting around it. There is no getting around that or anything like that. That's what it is. Can't get around that. And so that's why when you see Trump release the MLK files, is because Trump is not Martin Luther King or any other black person doesn't get the same protection as Epstein and Trump himself. Even when you look at Donald Trump and his white supremacy, Donald Trump was found guilty. Before, listen, let me look it up. Hold on, let me look this up. Maybe I'm tripping. Donald Trump found guilty. Let me see. Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on, let me see. Let me go to images here. So this says, breaking news, former President Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. That's Donald Trump. This is before Donald Trump was president. And then, hold up, Donald Trump can run for presidency. Hold up. Donald Trump can run for presidency despite guilty verdict. Hold on. Let me go to all. Let me see what it says. I'm going to show y'all. It says, yes, Donald Trump is eligible to run for president despite being a convicted felon. There's nothing in the U.S. Constitution that specifically prohibits a convicted felon from running for or holding the office of president. Yeah, if you're a felon, you can't get a job at like Home Depot or some shit like that, man. You know, when you come home as a felon, the jobs are small, except if you're white and you will be president. Donald Trump can get found guilty and still run for president. Yet when the family of Martin Luther King says, hey, don't tarnish his image, we don't want the records released, Trump like, man, listen, Trump is the same guy that when he was running for presidency, got y'all the Juneteenth holiday, and then when he got in office said, man, there's too many federal holidays on the day of Juneteenth. You wonder why we call the white man the devil. Psalms 58 says the wicked are estranged from the womb. Listen, this is what it say. And this goes right into my next subject. Now, if y'all gonna call, this is the time. Now, I did this live in the car because y'all said the lives are better in the car. I ain't saying you gotta call. But if you don't call and let me get my subject, this won't be a long live. I'm just letting you know now. Taking no pre-workout, I already went to the gym and got my back already bigger. You know what I'm saying? Biggest back it is. No, let me stop. This is Psalms 58, which leads right into the video that I'm going to play. This is Psalms, is it 58? I think it's 58. Let me see, make sure. Psalms 58 and 1 says, I'm sorry, and 2 says, yea, and I'm sorry, 3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. The white man, like, I always tell people, man, if you want to know how to decipher a white man, just believe everything they're saying is a lie and work backwards. The problem with us is, because the white man is so smooth, like that picture of Jeffrey Dahmer, and our, like, even like right now, when I said my big back, I got the biggest back. Our cockiness and is why the white man can rock us to sleep. Because when you see that simple ass looking white boy, you be like, oh man, I could take him. When I see white people, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I know when black women see like a thug looking person, whether they're black or white, they'll clutch their pocketbook. Every time I'm around white people, my antennas is up. Because I don't trust white people. I don't trust none of them. Y'all know what happened. That stupid ass iPhone. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother. He said it wasn't Donald Trump, it was Joe Biden that made the Juneteenth festival. So I appreciate that fact check. So can't nobody fact check me. So it wasn't Donald Trump it was Joe Biden that brought it. So then that makes it even worse. So you got Joe Biden rocking y'all to sleep with the Juneteenth, and then Trump saying it's too many holidays. But on the 4th of July, that rock star, like Donald Trump is a rock star. Donald Trump came out there, UFC fight. UFC fight. That's how it goes. So when we say the wicked are strained, when I see white people, I'm always on guard, because when y'all see somebody that looks weak, like when y'all see white people don't dress flashy, white people don't wear gold, white people don't look like thugs. What they classify as thugs is usually somebody black or Hispanic. That's who they classify as thugs. When it come to us looking at them, there ain't a God damn, man, stop texting me. There ain't a greater thug than the white man. But he's carved out such a good propaganda to where you never look at him as the drug dealer, you never look at him as the thief, you never look at him as the unaliver. You only look at us that way. Like Israel can bomb anywhere they want. Nobody says you're murderers. Nobody says you're unalivers. But they'll point that out with us. That's why I was bringing out yesterday, before I play this video, that's why I was bringing out yesterday, the Baltimore mayor and in Chicago, they reduced the crime, not by changing the music that people listen to, but addressing the health issue. They called the crime in Baltimore a health issue, because that's exactly what it is. It's like racism, poverty is a health issue. Because if I wake up, and I don't know if y'all grew up like this, but I've had moments a little bit, because I don't want it to be too dry. Putting syrup on the bread because I ain't got no butter, I ain't got no jelly. Eating cereal with milk because we ain't got no milk. So, is it bad again? Oh, let me check. Y'all might be behind. Let me see, let me check. Y'all might be behind. Yeah, it look good right here on mine. Let me check. Mine look good. Y'all might be behind. Yeah, it look good right here on mine. But if y'all behind on the video, it froze because the phone overheated. So y'all it might be because of that. The phone did overheat. I had to cool it down because I had it in the window. So anyway, so y'all may not come up there, but now imagine that person that has to wonder where their next meal is at. They're hungry, they're starving, and then they come outside and wonder what they're gonna eat. That oppression will make drugs tempting. And here's how you know it's a health issue. You know, mentally be in the head to sell drugs knowing that your mama or daddy or both on the same drug that you selling. You know, mentally, I remember I used to sell drugs, and I used to always be conflicted, because my father was a heroin addict. So as my father is a heroin addict, and I'm bottling up the drug. I remember one time I'll tell y'all, listen, the Lord had mercy over my stupid ass. One time I'm on the second floor, bottling up first floor. Now I'm on the second floor. I ain't moving. I ain't uttering a word. Soon as they break in the door, I'm upstairs. I'm thinking they coming up. I'm thinking, man, I'm about to go to jail. I got all this shit here, and I think I'm about to go to jail or some shit like that. Hold on one second. Jail. Hey, stop saying it's fucking buffering. It's not buffering. Jail. Hey, stop buffering. It's fucking buffering. It's not 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 buffering. Y'all gonna irritate me. Y'all keep saying it now. It's not buffering. You must be behind. So anyway, as I'm on the second floor with all the drugs, the paraphernalia, scam, all that shit, and the cops break into the door, I think it's me. I'm thinking I'm about to go to jail. I'm thinking I'm about to do some time. And when I hear them and they making all the noise, yeah, you lying, Robert, because it's not buffering. Let me help you out, Ryan. I'm gonna help you out, Robert. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna hide you. Appreciate it. My patience be short sometimes, man. So Anyway, as I was saying, as they busted into the first floor, and I realized they're on the first floor, now I'm sitting in that motherfucker like this. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't move. I ain't look to the left or to the right, and I'm sitting as still as possible because I'm hoping that this got to be the worst live ever. I blame all y'all. I blame all y'all. I blame all of y'all. This is all of y'all fault. I ain't even mad. Let me see. Let me check. I ain't even mad. I blame all of you shotgunners that said, sit in the car, Cap. Sit in the car. This all y'all fault. So y'all can't say, you can't blame the internet. You can't blame my car. You can't blame nothing. Y'all, listen, y'all ain't seen no buffering. I've been doing the lab. I've been in the house for like 2 weeks. Y'all say, Cap, go get in the car, Cap. Go sit in the car, Cap. So all of y'all got to take the L. I need to see a 3 from all of my shotgunners. That's going to let me know that y'all agree it's y'all fault. I need to see 3s in the chat. That's what I need. I need 3s in the chat. And that's going to let me know that y'all take the L. Yeah, I need to, I don't want 1s. I want 3s. I need to see 3s. I don't need to see 2s. I need to see 3s. Look, y'all so rebellious. I didn't ask for a 1. You got to put a 3. If y'all don't put a 3, I ain't going to tell I almost went to jail story. If y'all don't put 3s, I ain't going to tell I almost went to jail story. I need to see some 3s. If I don't see them, I ain't telling it. So anyway, what I was saying was, when you grow up poor, and the reason why I hate like the D1 rappers and stuff like that, because they make it seem like the music is causing our people to be drug dealers and thieves and murderers. No, it's not. Oppression is. And if more governments looked at the black community and said, this is a health crisis, and put more provisions, put more things in place to do, the crime didn't get reduced from music in Baltimore. It got reduced because more opportunities was given to the youth. More opportunities was given to families. So that's how you reverse it. You can't be a drug dealer. You can't tell a person that's poor, don't sell drugs, but then you also don't give them an avenue to live better. You don't give them opportunities to change their condition, to change their life or anything like that. You got to be able to do both. So now what I want to play is this video. When we talk about the white man as the devil, okay, LOL, okay. Y'all lucky I got texts from people that I respect. I wouldn't have left the car. I'm going to tell y'all, I started to stay in the car because y'all asked me to get in the car. I'm telling you, I started to just have 2 people in there. It wouldn't even bother me. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find this video now. This video been all over the internet. I don't know who the hell is Battery Park City Gourmet. I don't know who this is. Hello?
This is the EMG listing department calling about your Google My Business listing.
I don't know who this is. So let me get this video. Hold on, let me see. Atlantic. I think this. Let me see. This is the video. Now, this is a different angle of the video, looks like. Let me see.
Yes, sir.
So now this is a different angle of the video of the brother that got beat up. So I want to show.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
37, 35. I'm fucking with the dog driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle. 25 seconds. For 940.
I could move this up.
Okay. Okay.
Now, you know what's crazy? Being pulled over for not having your lights on in the daytime is absolutely crazy. And like he said, it wasn't even raining. It wasn't even raining. It's not raining and it's daytime. And you saying I have to have my lights on? I have heard of when it's raining, put your lights on. I have heard that. But if it ain't raining and it's daytime, why do you need the lights on? You can clearly see that it's not raining. Look.
Step out of the vehicle. No. Step out of the vehicle.
Now, what I want to look this up. Can you ask for supervisor if pulled over? Yes, listen. It says, yes, you can ask to speak with the supervisor during a traffic stop, but the officer is not legally required to call one to the scene immediately. You can also request to speak to a supervisor later if you have a legitimate complaint or concern. If you believe your rights were violated, excessive force were used. It looked like his rights was violated. I am going to play the video, stupid nigga. It looked like his rights were violated because he was pulled over for something that he clearly didn't do. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Dwayne from New Jersey.
You got a question or a comment?
Yeah, my comment is, look, Cap, I watch, you know what I mean? But this dude that got pulled over, you can't be both things, man. You can't play thug, and then when things get real, then you try and wolf. So either you gonna comply when they pull over, no matter what it was, right? If you ain't gonna beat them right then and there on the side of the road.
I don't know what the fuck you saying right now. You said you can't be a thug and what?
You can't play thug and then cry wolf.
How do you play a thug and cry wolf with the police? What did he do that was a thug with the police?
Either you're gonna comply with what they're saying.
No. Not complying doesn't make you a thug. You sound like a. What is him saying that it was not raining? What is him questioning being pulled over?
You just played the other video, Cap, right? So you seen when they said get out the car, he said no.
Right. You don't have to. Wait. You do not have to get out your car without a legal reason.
Cap, that's not true. That's not true. I've been arrested and all that stuff, and I've been to court and all that stuff.
Okay. Because you've been arrested, that does not mean that what you're saying is true or what I'm saying is true, right?
I'm telling you that in court.
I'm not asking. Listen to what I just said. Hold on one second. Caller, hold on. Listen to what I just said again. I said, because you have been arrested does not mean that what you're saying or what I'm saying is true. Did you understand my question?
Yes, and I'm telling you that I've been through this, Cap, and what I'm telling you is they have a right to pull you out the car for no reason. They can just say for their safety.
For what?
The police could just tell you get out the car for their safety. They're gonna say that's for their safety.
And what was the safety in that incident? I'm still trying to understand where he was a thug just because he didn't want to get out the car. That don't make you. It doesn't make you. Wait, hold on one second. We got to be careful with saying black people are thugs, as if black people don't have an inherited fear when they're getting pulled over by police. Are you going to disagree with that?
Nah, but what I'm telling you,
Wait, don't know. So do you agree or disagree that black people have an inherited fear when it comes to police?
Some people do.
So when him saying he didn't want to get out the car, how does that make him a thug? I'm still not understand. I can get you saying you want to comply. I'm not disagreeing with that. I am disagreeing with calling him a thug, though. Him not wanting to get out the car does not mean he's a thug. You can say he should have just got out the car. I don't have an issue with you saying he should have got out the car when he asked, but you're not. But calling him a thug, I don't understand the thug part.
All right, so look, I'm gonna break it down for you.
Hold on one second before you do that. Hey, shout out to Fatty, man. Appreciate the $10. I'll be there this Friday as well. Shout out to Fatty. We had a hell of a show last time. Go ahead, brother. You said you about to break it down.
All right, so when police pulled him over, right? He before they got out their car, he opened his door. So right then and there, you're coming off as confrontation.
What did he say he opened the door for? That you clearly didn't listen to the video. Why did he say he opened the door?
All I seen was him say, "Why'd you pull me over?"
No, okay, then you wasn't listening. He opened the door and clearly said his window doesn't roll down. That's why he opened the door. Now hold on. Wait. Because remember, you're calling him a thug. So let me see if I can bring it back. Hold on one second.
Is there a reason that you're pulling me over? Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why. Yes, sir. Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that? I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over? Yeah, absolutely.
The first thing he said, the cop said was, "Is there a reason you opened the door?" And he said, "Because my window doesn't work." So now, so he's not a thug. The door is open because the window doesn't work. So
all right. Now look. Imagine you that cop walking up on that car.
I'm not talking about. I understand. See, you looking at it from the white man's position, which is so bitch made to me. But you started off calling him a thug because his door was open. But now you just heard him tell the police the door is only open. I'm not talking about the cop's point of view. You're calling him a thug. So you're wrong though. He didn't open the door because he was a thug. He opened the door because his window don't work. Correct? Answer the question.
You asked me to break it down, right?
No, where we at right now? Did he open the door because he was a thug or because his window didn't work?
I don't know why he opened the door.
This is why you's a bitch ass nigga. Because you won't even be honest. You won't even be honest. You said he was a thug because the door was open. Why would you open the door? I said, did you hear him say that he opened the door because the window don't work? You said, I didn't hear him say that. I then play it for you, and you still want him to be a thug.
No, this is where the bitch assness is that you coming from. Because you focusing on one thing instead of letting me break the whole thing down.
Are we doing? No. I'm stopping at one thing. I didn't say we couldn't go further. But if you can't understand something this damn simple, that's why we can't go further. Remember, you said he was a thug, and what you based him being a thug, he didn't do.
And if you let me continue,
I don't have to let you. Listen, I can't. Listen, stop saying. I gotta let you finish. That's not how. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. I let people. No, shut the fuck up. Shut 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 up. If you want to go line by line, which is what we doing, I do this with scriptures. If we was doing scriptures and it say, "For God so loved the world," and we break it down the whole verse and we breaking it down line by line, that's where we're at right now. You said he was a thug because he opened the door. You didn't hear him give the reason. So I'm simply asking you, are you going to change him being a thug because he didn't have the door open because he was tough? He had the door open because the window don't work. So which one is it? Is it the window not working or him being a thug? Take a position.
So let me ask you a question.
All I want you to do is take a position right here before we go further.
I'm in the same position I took. So I'm asking you a question.
No. You're gonna answer the question first. He's either a thug because he opened the door, or the window didn't work. That's why he opened the door. Then we can move forward. Which one is it?
Listen, I didn't say he was only a thug because he didn't open the door.
You said he was what? You said what? Wait. Slow down. Say it again.
I never said because he didn't open the door. That was the only reason he was a thug. You never let me break down.
I didn't say you had to. I didn't say you had to stop calling him a thug, but I'm saying the point that you bringing out about him being a thug with the door is you're either gonna take a position that he's still a thug here, or he's not. You can still call him a thug. I just want to know, is this making him a thug? His door not working.
I don't know. What I'm telling you is I don't know if his door works or not.
This is what I mean about niggas that hate niggas. Because we can go forward now. But I want everybody to pay attention. This is a bitch ass nigga on the phone. It's one thing to not hear and then correct yourself. It's another thing to hear and still won't correct yourself. That means you got an agenda against this brother. So I'm gonna allow you to go. So now I'm gonna allow you to go forward because you're a liar. You're not even an honest man. An honest man would say, you're absolutely lying, because an honest man would say, if he thought something and he was wrong, he would say, you know what, my bad. I didn't know that the door didn't work. That changed my outlook a little bit. But because I do know the door didn't work because the cop later in the other videos had to come to the other side because that window worked, and they had to bust the door because he could have just rolled the window down. He wasn't fighting them when they said put your hands up. He put his hands up. If they would have said roll the window down and the window worked, he would have did it. The window did not work, dumb nigga. But you want him to be a thug. You want him to be a thug so bad. This is why you a bitch ass nigga, bitch. Because you wanted him to be a thug, so you wanted him to be a thug so bad.
All you gotta do is continue. All you gotta do is continue the video.
I am gonna play. Wait, I only stopped because hold up. I only stopped playing the video because you wanted to call and tell me how much of a thug he was. That's why I stopped it. And you already got one strike. So I'm gonna play some more, and I want you to tell me. I'm gonna play some more, and I want you to tell me where he's a thug. You know, when you say somebody is a thug, you can say he was an asshole. You can say he should have complied. You could say he should have did this. I would probably respect that more. But when you say he's a thug, you're putting a label on him that white supremacists put on him that justify, because there's nothing that he did in this video that required him getting snatched out and beat up by the police. Nothing. There's nothing that he did that required 4 men to beat up on him. No, shut up. Shut up while I play the video. Shut up. Shut up.
You don't want to have this conversation.
I want you to shut up so I can play the rest of the video. All you gotta do is just be quiet. I don't know. Nobody can hear you when you talk. Like, they can only hear me when you talk like that. So you're either gonna be quiet and let me play the video, or talk, and nobody gonna hear you.
You don't want me to tell you what happened in the video. You want to watch it now.
I already was watching the video when you called. So we watched the part where he closed the door. You're already wrong. I'm playing it after that part. You get it now, dumb nigga?
Go ahead, finish.
You get it now, dumb nigga?
I ain't dumb as this.
You dumb. You definitely dumb. Do you get it, dumb nigga? Do you get it, dumb nigga?
I promise you I ain't dumb as shit.
You dumb as shit. You just called him. You just called him a thug because he wouldn't roll his window down when the window didn't work. That means that's how you know you dumb. That's how you know you dumb, because the window didn't work. All you doing is now you even further dumb, because now you copying my lingo.
I'm just telling you.
All you doing is copying my lingo. So be quiet.
What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
Be quiet. Listen, all you even more goofier. You even more goofy. The fact that you even stand on the phone, you even more goofy. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Be quiet. Be quiet.
25. So if anybody responding, come in from Commonwealth, block the vehicle, please. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be.
This is Jacksonville, Florida.
Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay.
So far, I'm gonna pause it right here, but just hold it right here. Hold on. Caller, hold on. So far, all he did was open the door. The window didn't work. He closed the door. Cop is saying, so he asked for the supervisor, which a cop does not have to get the supervisor. It's optional. So all we know is the cop is telling him, it sounds like the cop is complying with calling other officers, and he's telling him that he's going to be under arrest for resisting, and he's telling the brother to keep his hands up. The brother ain't doing nothing but sitting in the car. So before I play the video, what part of this is a thug?
What's the definition of a thug?
You said what?
What's the definition of a thug?
Oh, I'll look it up.
I ain't talking about the street definition. You know what I'm talking about.
The term thug generally refers to a violent and aggressive person. Often involved. Wait, you asked for the definition, man. Like, get out your feelings, woman. Listen, I'm reading. Slow down, woman. Listen, rest in your femininity. You asked for the definition. I'm gonna read the definition. You still talking. Thug, a term generally refers to a violent or aggressive person, often involved in criminal activity. Let's see thug slang definition. Thug slang definition. In slang, thug typically refers to a violent or aggressive person, often involved in criminal activity. Then the brother, caller, hold on. Then the brother said, no, I'm talking about what do we think a thug is on the street. Based on that definition, a thug can be a drug dealer. He's violent. He fights. He does all those things.
Against the law, right? Against the law, right?
So you're saying because he closed the door, he's a thug? Because when the cops say put your hands up, there's nothing. Listen, nobody think, this is how I know you's a bitch ass nigga. And people may say, Cap, why you keeping him on the call? So that y'all can see these type of sellout ass niggas exist. And he's saying he done been arrested. You would think he would understand. Was you guilty of what you, when I'm saying guilty, I ain't talking about in the court of law. I'm talking about you personally. Was you guilty of what they arrested you for?
Some of the time.
So there were times where you wasn't guilty.
Yep.
And how did they treat you?
Fuck how they treated me.
No, I'm at what's white. How when you were innocent, how did they treat you?
Look, I don't know.
You know why he said? Let me tell you. Now, this is the second time you're not being honest, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he not being honest. Because when he was innocent, you know how they was treating him? The same way as when he was guilty. Because cops do not see black people as anything but thugs. And when we see each other as thugs, we suffer from the same white supremacy that the white man that we complain about. Because the only honest answer, I hung up on him. The only honest answer that he should have gave is that when I was innocent, they treated me the same way. You know why he wouldn't give that answer? Is because it would have destroyed his logic of wanting that brother to be a thug. You might say the brother should have complied. The brother should have stepped out the car when they said step out the car. I wouldn't have no anybody that says he should have stepped out the car, because when you look it up, according to the law, when I look it up, it says, do you have to get out of your vehicle during a traffic stop? It says, yes, During a traffic stop, if a police officer orders you or a passenger to exit the vehicle, you must comply. This authority stems from a Supreme Court rulings in Pennsylvania v. Mims and Maryland v. Wilson, which allows officers to require occupants to exit the vehicle for officer safety reasons. So if he would have said he should have got out the car, I would have said, hey man, yeah, he should have got out the car. Wouldn't have even been no big deal. My only issue is when black people is calling him a thug just because he didn't get out the car. You can say he wasn't compliant, but you can't say he's a thug. And a traffic stop, like Priest Officer Hawar said, a traffic stop doesn't mean you're violent. And what they pulled him over for, it was not raining outside. So telling him he has to have his lights on in the daytime is crazy. That is absolutely crazy that you got to have your lights on in the daytime. Let me go to the next call. To all the callers, can y'all just all come off mute and say if this is on this subject or not, please? 205-478-904. Can y'all tell me if this is on this subject?
Yeah, it's on the subject. 205.
All right, no sweat. So I'm going to do them in order. 205-209, what's your question or comment?
Hey, so I agree with you. That whole thug thing was ridiculous. Kind of like a waste of time. Not you, but the guy even bringing that up. Has nothing to do with this. There's two things to this. So number one, where the guy was wrong at, as far as getting out the car, there is a federal law where an officer can say you pretty much get out of the car for anything as long as he articulates. But the thing is that word articulation, it does not have to be with you at the time in that moment. That can be in a report, in an arrest report, anything like that, right? So that's kind of that gray area where they can get away with that.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, I don't know the gist of the call of the arrest. So maybe the sheriff just came out and said that they were justifying and arresting him. So the officers didn't do anything criminal. But the other thing that he said at the press conference was, administrative-wise, they're being investigated. And I think they're referring to that officer that smashed the window and punched him in the face. Now, he was dead wrong due to the use of force fulcrum, meaning that this guy was not physically fighting him where it meant for the officer to punch him, if that makes any sense. There are other
it do make sense because even when you watch the video, when the cop is breaking the window, all you see him do is look at the camera. He never raises his hand. He never does anything. And even when the cop comes and takes the seatbelt off, he doesn't stop him from taking the seatbelt off. He doesn't fight him. He doesn't say a word. When they pull him out of the car, he doesn't fight. He's just saying, why are you doing? You see him talking, but he's not saying anything. And then they start hitting him. So they could have pulled him out the car, put the handcuffs on him, and then he would have just been in jail for whatever they said they had the right to put him in jail for, but there wouldn't have been no violence. And breaking the window could have been justified and only in this regard because he wouldn't open the door. Once he closed the door and he wouldn't open the door, because when they saying roll the window down, if the window is broke, he could have just opened the door again, like he had the door open the first time. So those things, he probably, now everything that I'm speaking about is not from a black or white person, but just from, if you're in the court of law watching it from a court position, if the window doesn't work and they're telling you to roll down the window and you already opened the door once because it didn't, you could have opened it twice. So, but they didn't have to, once they opened the door and he's not resisting, after they break everything, the whole punching, and then you see other cops chiming in, it became a gang fight, so to speak.
Exactly. And I was law enforcement for 6 years, so I'm able to speak on a lot of this stuff that actually took place just on the camera. So I'm not even coming from a place of taking a particular side. I'm just looking at the facts of it. So I think outside of their arrest, they were totally wrong. I hope they get punished as far as whether it's suspension and fired or whatever. because that technically is considered excessive force, punching someone in the face when no one's not doing anything to you physically to cause that. I don't know every single policies, but most of the time they would rather for you to resort to the mace, or baton before they even tell you to throw blows on somebody as far as the fist, unless
Right.
it's an actual fight that's going on. So yeah, that's my take on that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Somebody sent me a text saying that the district attorney is not pressing charges. They already had a press conference on it. That's
Oh
what.
wow.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see if he could send me a link for that because I'll gladly play it. So he might not get no charges pressed, but I think he got a good civil case though. You know, civil case.
Yeah, he definitely have a good civil case. The problem is with the officer, and people have to understand this. Whether or not we think it makes sense or not why they pulled us over, you have to understand if even the light thing is super ridiculous, right? Like we clearly see the daylight outside. They're talking about the lookout lights not on, right? So even though that's the case, guys, you have to understand we're playing in their game and we have to do what they say and what they do, whether we're scared or not.
Let me ask you a question because you said you're an officer of 6 years. Let me ask you a question. Would they have known his license was suspended while he was driving?
Like, yeah, because a lot of times you have those CAD systems in your car,
right?
And a lot of times, even though you technically policy-wise you're not supposed to do it, they either run you on the computer, there's your tag number, all your information pulled up, or they may radio to dispatch, and then dispatch reads off whether your license is suspended or whatever.
So they could have known his license was suspended before they pulled him over.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, right. That's normally the way it goes. We already know all that stuff.
Right, because now, in some instances, you got like I'm not, and this is where like I'll be honest in a lot of scenarios. This is where I know I've been pulled over with when I knew I've driven with a suspended license before, and I've been pulled over, and I've never would say to myself, "Let me be an asshole to this cop," knowing that my license is suspended. I would more
that's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, I would more so be trying to work the cop so that way I don't get my license suspended, get my car towed or, go to jail or something like that. So him knowing that now, unless he didn't know his license was suspended, but if he knew his license was suspended, he should have been a little bit more wiser in some of the things. Like in watching that, like you got to be able to look at it with a unemotional lens. So in some instances, if you know your license is suspended and you get pulled over, you got to be cool. You should be cool as shit with the cops. You shouldn't be like an asshole, because once you become an asshole, you're giving them a license to be an asshole back. Like that's why if that last caller would have said that kid was an asshole because he was driving with a suspended license, I would have probably rocked with him a little bit on that. But once he did the whole thug thing, I think that's a little far-fetched, because I do think, and watching the video, he could have handled that a lot better. He didn't have to close the door. He could have asked for the supervisor. He could have complied. He could have there's a lot of things that he could have did differently that he might not have gotten beat up at all. He still would have probably got his car towed. He still would have probably got the ticket, but you don't get arrested for driving with a suspended license. Even the one time, I'll give a story. One time I was driving back. So in Jersey is crazy because like if you don't have, you can get your license can be suspended for not having insurance. And in Jersey, you get these things called surcharges. So I had gotten tickets. I had a surcharge form. My license that got suspended, I paid the surcharge and restoration fee online. Now, in hindsight, before I tell the story, I didn't know that I was still supposed to call motor vehicles so they can lift the suspension part, because normally when you pay the surcharge, the suspension is lifted automatically. So I'm driving back from a Philly class. This was a Friday night. I'm driving back from a Philly class. The cop pulls me over because he said the way I was switching lanes was erratic. This is at night. And so he pulls me over, so he's running, and he was like, your license is suspended. And so I said, well, what is it suspended for? Because I said, I know I had some surcharges, but I paid them. He said, I can't see what it's suspended for. Now, I'm on New Jersey Turnpike. For those that don't know, when you get pulled over if you get pulled over on the New Jersey Turnpike, they can't leave you on the turnpike. Like if I was on like Garden State Parkway, if I was on the street, because they taking my car, they towing my car. So I missed that part. So they towed my car. So as they towing my car for the suspended license, they're not arresting me, but he can't leave me. Hold on one second. But he can't leave me. But he can't leave me on the highway. So he had to put me in the car. Now he pulls me over. He must work out or something. He must have been on his way to work because he had like his book bag and all that type of shit in the back seat. So he had to put me in the front seat. So he says, listen, for your protection, I can't sit you in the front seat unless I have you handcuffed. That's what he said. So he said, I won't handcuff you from the back. I'll handcuff you in the front. So I said, fine. So he handcuffs me in the front, puts me in the front seat, drove me to, I think, exit 12 on the turnpike. And then I had to call a family member to come and pick me up. And so I'm saying that to say they don't arrest you for having a suspended license. So, but they will take the car. So the worst case scenario, they would have just towed his car and gave him tickets, citations, XYZ. But once he closed that door, they had the right to say, now you're resisting arrest.
Exactly. And really what he should have did was, two things. That's the three things I want to say. Number one, and this is for advice for anybody out there on how we think. Anytime you get pulled over by a cop, definitely try to find a safe place to pull over. Put on your hazards light, go slow, let them know.
TK Waters, this is director.
Some going to be assholes anyway. So when they pull you over, and if they've been an asshole, just say, hey, I was just trying to find a safe place for you to be out of traffic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No one can argue with that. The other thing is, when you get pulled over, go ahead and roll all your windows down. Roll all your windows down. If you can, have your license in your hand and insurance, and have your hands on the steering wheel.
That's exactly what I do. If I get pulled over, I just have all my shit right there. It ain't no sense of trying to, do anything sideways with them. I just have it all right there. Boom, here you go.
Yeah, and the other thing is if they're pulling for some of a bogus man, you can't have court on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to ever win that battle. Like, take the ticket. They ask you to step out the vehicle. You can ask why if you want. That's fine. But if they just say you step out, you're not going to win this battle. You never win.
Yeah,
you may end up winning at the end.
Y'all saying in D.C. and the Carolinas, y'all go to jail for a suspended license? I ain't never, man. Let me Google that.
Yeah, some states are crazy, man. Some states are crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because in Alabama, it's not like that either. They don't even tow your vehicle for suspended license. Yeah. But like I said, even if they say you get pulled out the car, like step out the car and just comply, because you're never going to win that battle. You may win in the end in a civil lawsuit or whatever, but who wants to get beat on, car getting towed, all these fines and fees just to, go through all that experience just for some money, or you may end up losing your life. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. So, and the other thing I'll just say to end it off here, when it comes to cops, man, y'all got to understand that some of these guys got egos. Like, I've worked with some of them. Some of them are genuinely scared of you. Seriously. Like, yeah, you got what, 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah.
You're a big dude. So some of these little white cops that pull up on you, they may initially have a fear of you because you got the braids, you're big, you're tall, or whatever.
Right,
they think if anything happens, it's gonna go down. So they're gonna call 5 or 6 of their guys when you really a teddy bear at heart when it comes to dealing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on one second. So y'all can understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can't go to jail from the court with a suspended license. What I'm saying is if you're pulled over by the cop with the suspended license, they don't arrest you at that. I ain't never heard of that. Wait. Let me think about it. No. Actually, they do. You know what? I just had to remember. Now, this is 1997. I know I'm aging myself. In
Jesus Christ,
97,
I was 7.
yeah, no, 98 rather. In 98, I remember it was a Super Bowl. Me and my boy Jay, I'm driving his car. We in East Orange, and we got pulled over, and they told me my license was suspended, and they actually arrested me for that. Yep. So now I retract that statement. You do go to jail for that, because I just remember. Maybe it's at the cop. It must be at a cop's discretion or something like that, because there's been times where I didn't get arrested for it. Like the cop actually drove me to exit 12 on the turnpike and let me up. So it must be at the cop. It must be at the cop's discretion then, because one cop arrested me, another cop didn't arrest me for driving with a
I've
suspended.
never arrested. I've never arrested somebody with a suspended license. Yeah, I've never have. But
All right, brother.
my question to you, Cap. I had a question real quick, Cap.
Okay.
What do you think about some of the people that are in the truth of coming to change that within the community?
Hold on 1 second. You said, what do I think of what?
Some of like the people that are in the truth are coming cops to change the things that are going on in the neighborhoods, like the neighborhoods that they're from, the hood, things that they
definitely don't. We don't, and ISBK, we don't promote being in any of the white man's military type of government, cop, XYZ. But let's say if you are one, when you come into the truth, we will let you. We won't tell you to quit the job, and then in those instances, we will work with you in that regard. But we wouldn't tell no brother, hey, go be a cop, go be in the military or something. We wouldn't do that.
Okay. Well, man, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. You take it easy. All right, next person in the queue is 904.
What's up, Cap? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Okay, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, Cap.
Okay.
And I sent you the information. I couldn't find the timestamp.
Yeah, that's right, because it's 29 minutes. I can't play 29 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So from the news thing, they were saying that they decided that they're not going to press charges on the police officers. They are going to do an internal investigation. Well, we already know where that's going to go. So they ended up arresting him. This is the funniest part right here. They arrested him for resisting arrest without violence. So fuck. He did have some weed in his pocket, but in Jacksonville, if it's under 20 grams, it's a misdemeanor. They really just don't take it and throw it on the ground and make you smush it or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, and they said that they found a knife in the car, but they never charged him. But here's the funny part. On the police report, it says he reached for the knife.
Right.
And then in the news conference, he said the captain didn't know that was in the police report. He said he didn't see anything like that. Then he started popping deuces.
He said he didn't see it. So, he just so happened to not see it.
Right. Nobody saw it. They just put it in the police report. At no point in time in the video on the camcorders, because on the news report they showed from the police perspective. And they said that they found the gun and they put it in a police report that he reached for the gun to try to say, I guess that was their way to try to say it was good for them to punch the man in the face. But living in this city, it depends on the police. Some police will let you go if they catch you with a suspended license. I actually had it happen to me one time before back in the past, where he said, I'm not going to take it to jail because my license wasn't supposed to be suspended at the time. And he couldn't understand what the hell was going on with it. So he said he was going to drive off. Once he drive off, go ahead and get in my car and go home. So there was that situation that happened, but it just depends on who the police is that pulls you over here.
Right. That's why I said, like, for me, when I got pulled over by a state trooper, he drove me off the highway and let me go. When I got pulled over in East Orange, they arrested me. So it does depend on that.
Yeah, so they saying that the district attorney said that they didn't see any reason to press any charges on the police officers, but they're going to do an internal investigation.
So the cops are the ones going to do the internal investigation, or because if the district attorney saying they don't see nothing.
No.
So the cops are, and I think the cops are only doing it or saying it at least because of the viralness of the video.
Yeah. Now what's worse about it is this happened back in February.
Right.
And when he got out of jail, he put everything on the internet, and now he he got the lawyer that's been suing.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's gonna have a civil case. He for sure gonna have a civil case because I think the only place where he wins civilly is when they snatch him out and start beating him up.
Actually, when they reached in the car and punched him, the first one is the silver.
Right. Because they punched him first. Right, I forgot. They punched him first, right, in the car.
Then, and on top of punching him once they got him out of the car, they slammed him face first on the concrete. So his teeth is chipped. He's got stitches in his lip and all of that.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
If anybody is sitting like that dumbass, never mind. I won't do that. But the dude that you were speaking to before the last dude.
Right. You talking about the bitch ass nigga.
The fuck boy.
Yeah.
I keep trying not to do this stuff. I keep trying not to curse, man.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Floss.
But I don't understand how you could possibly have that. Was he wrong for not opening it out of the car? Yeah, that was dumb as hell. We could say that, but that don't make him a thug.
That was my only issue with dude. My only issue with dude is why did he have to be if he would have said he should have complied, I'm with you. If he didn't have to do all that, if you want to say he was a little extra, I'm with you. He was a little extra. But to call him a thug, and you could tell he was almost projected and had an agenda, because when I asked him, when you was arrested, when you wasn't guilty, was it any difference? And he said, no, it wasn't no difference, because he know it ain't no difference.
And that's because he got, like you said, an agenda.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And sometimes, man, my own people is the people that sometimes I just look at and be like, I want to punch you in your shit, but I know if I punch you in your shit, I'm going to be dead ass wrong, because at that point I know I'm being emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, let me just get the fuck away. And that phone call was one of those phone calls where it triggers you.
Right.
You look in the damn chat part, I was like about to lose it. But man, I just don't get how you could possibly in any kind of way see that they were right. Now, was they right for arresting him? Yes.
Right.
Busting his window, yes, you caused that problem.
Yeah.
Because you closed the door and you locked it.
Yep. So he definitely caused that problem. The beating up part is vengeance. That's
because he wouldn't bow down to Massa.
Right. And so now they took right, and that's where if they would have just if they would have just busted windows and pulled him out the car, they would have actually been justified, because like you said, he closed the door and locked it.
Right.
But once they pull him out and slamming him to the ground and all that, they doing all that extra aggressive shit. So he'll get it there.
Then the worst part is there were two brothers there. Two of them.
Yeah, ain't nobody that's why, to the last caller, that's why we don't encourage, that's why we don't teach to join the police force, because once you join, you bleed blue. You don't bleed black. You don't bleed black no more.
But at the same time, I kind of feel like that's our opportunity to do our own COINTELPRO.
Well, you gotta look at it. It don't never work that way.
Yeah, because the wrong ones get in there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not with it at all. Okay. But sometimes I think that we need to learn how to fight fire with fire. Start doing their little tactics back towards them.
Well, how you fight fire with fire is the Lord being on your side.
Exactly. Well,
now you get the most high. Like our weapons, like in 2 Corinthians 10, it says the weapons of our warfare is not carnal, but mighty through the Most High. So the weapon that we have is the Most High. It will never be COINTELPRO. It'll never be infiltrating. It'll never be anything like that. It'll be obeying the Most High. The Bible says, when your ways please the Most High, even your enemies will be at peace with you.
Okay.
That's why.
All right, you right.
All right.
Still want to whoop somebody's ass, but you right.
All right, don't sweat. I appreciate the call, brother.
No problem.
All right. And to Song Jones, if Song Jones calls me Zachary, I think that's the name she's saying. If she says that name again, just time her out for the rest of this live, because that bitch is retarded. All right? She says she called me Zachary because Tazaryach is too stressful, but she can type it to tell me I'm too stressful, but she can't type it to just say my name. So if she calls me that again, time that bitch out for the rest of this live. You can say Captain, you can say Cap. There's a lot of different names people say for me, but to call me out my name, I don't play that. You can time that bitch out. And if she say something too smart, just hide the bitch on my channel. I don't even know her. Salakia. I'm not a nice guy. I try to tell y'all. Don't let the little smile, camaraderie, calmness fool you. I'm not a nice guy. Next caller says Judd Chris something.
Shalom, Captain.
Hey, shalom, sis. How you doing?
So, Wada, I wanted to thank you for taking the time during the Passover to talk to my son who's 15 coming up. You're very approachable. He had a question. He took a moment to answer his question. So
Okay. Yeah, no sweat, sis. Are you outside or something?
I'm in my car. Why?
Because I can hear the background noise. So I can hear you a little bit, but I don't hear it all the way.
Is this better?
Let me see. Speak again.
Is this better?
Yes. Hold on. Let me check something out too. Let me hang up on this guy. See if that does it. Oh, it actually wasn't even you. It was the other caller that didn't mute his phone. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. You can hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. So I wanted to get your perspective. I think General Mahayman was talking about Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell when he was saying that black boys get beat up by the cops and stuff like that because they don't submit to authority.
Yes.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is like a good example of that? Or
absolutely.
You do?
I do because like I said, they could have just pulled him out and just arrested him. If for the cop to do their job, which they said is protect and serve, you have a complainant that is not abiding by what you're saying, but he's not combative. Even the charge says he's arrested for resisting arrest without violence. So even in their write-up of the charge, they're saying he wasn't violent. So if he wasn't violent, you didn't have to be violent. They didn't have to slam him on the ground. They didn't have to do any of that. But if you stand up to the police, if you stand up to white people, period. Are you familiar with the George Zimmerman case?
With Trayvon?
Yes.
Yes.
In the George Zimmerman case, Trayvon was unalive because he fought George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman was not the police. George Zimmerman was told by the police not to pursue Trayvon and still pursued him. So, yes, it's cops' authority, but it's white people, period. Even the brother in Texas that's on trial for unaliving that boy. Even that is an example of them trying to bully him. He didn't want to be bullied. He fought back, and it cost that white boy his life because God forbid that we stand up for ourselves. So whenever
Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah, with Carmelo Anthony. Yep, thank you for saying the brother's name. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony is a black man that stood up to a white man. How dare you? And that's self-defense. So I'm not saying that everything that this young boy did was right in that car. But what I am saying is the cops are supposed to be trained. So basically they both were undisciplined. That young man was undisciplined, but he was never trained to be disciplined on a pullover. The cop is trained to deal with irate people. And if he had backup, there was no threat and danger. So he could have did that a lot better. So that's just like, how dare you fight against me? Here's your punishment.
Right. Yeah, because when he first said it, it was just when Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell said it, it was like, what are you talking about? But when you see situations like this, it's like, okay, maybe that's what.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. And you know what's crazy? That's why mothers, like especially single mothers raise boys to be docile because they're so afraid of what will happen to them if they talk back too much. The reason why fathers have to be around is because fathers will teach sons the discipline on how to deal with cops, how to deal with life in general from a logical perspective. But when you take a single mother, she's going to raise him. Don't do that. Don't say that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Because she's so afraid if his mouth goes off, what would happen to him because of that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. The water captain.
Hey, no sweat, sis. Hey, Shalom. You take care. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. What was the greatest lesson we learned today? Who in the chat could tell me the greatest lesson we learned today? Let me see who's paying attention. What's the greatest lesson that we learned today, shotgunners? To my wonderful, beautiful chat, what is the greatest lesson we learned today? Let me see. Lacey said it right. The lab, not the car. Don't be a bitch ass nigga for sure. That's true. Don't call me Zachary. That's good. Don't tell me to go back in my car again. Now, if I'm truly on the road, then I'll do it that way. But what we learned is don't tell me to get in the car. Y'all told me yesterday, Cap, it's better if you do it in the car. And then the damn service was so bad. Listen, I almost lost my mind, and then I had to come to my senses. Y'all need to thank Captain Mawaquad. Captain Mawaquad brought me to my senses because Captain Mawaquad texted me and was like, Slock, it is going in and out. Because I was about to, because everybody, you're going out, doing that. Oh, y'all almost drove me. Listen, y'all almost drove me crazy today. But what did I do? Reeled myself back in, walked in the house. We didn't have no interruptions. So when you see me in the lab and you see all my stuff in the lab, just know the connection is all good. All right. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me today. This has been another excellent Car Chronicles. Until next, wait, hold on. Let me see what this caller say. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Robert Bryant.
What's up, Bob?
Hey, man, I just want to fuck with you about the live stream. So I was right?
What about being in the lab or being in the car?
Oh, man, you hit me for no reason.
Yeah, I'll unhide you. I'll go in there.
It's now. It's over with.
No, I'm no, because you won't be able to chat no more. So I'm gonna go on my account. I'm gonna unhide you. But y'all was driving me crazy, man. Y'all think it's okay to keep saying it's bad. Okay, I'm gonna deal with it. I don't need 50,000 people telling me that.
I know. Hey, I do got 2 questions for you though.
All right, go ahead.
The first one is, are you gonna make a clip out of the last guy? Not the last guy, but the one that was pissing you off.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a clip out of him. Yes.
All right, bet. So the other one is, I got a little girl. I got a home girl that I'm getting close with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've been seeing each other for about a year. But she has this friend.
A male friend?
Sweet Pea. Yeah, Sweet Pea.
A homo male friend.
Yeah, and she said that they've been dealing with each other for years. And
when you say dealt with each other, you talk about they've been friends with each other.
Yeah, friends with each other. Yeah.
Okay, they've been friends with each other for years.
Yeah, but he's always around, and this nigga wear carpet on his head, bro. Like
he wear what?
This nigga, like he carpet. Like
hey, if he was a straight man, would it be okay if he was a straight man?
No, it'd still be better. But
yeah, so what I'm saying is, she shouldn't have no friend. You tell her. Have you laid with this woman yet?
Yeah, I have.
Well, I mean, it's too late. Now I don't know what you asking me for, because here's what I would say though. I would tell her she can't hang with dudes. Like you can't handle.
Okay, so we don't have a conversation about it, bro. But she's like pushing back on it. And I just recently started listening to your content, and I'm thinking about just letting it go completely.
Well, you can't not necessarily let it go, but you gotta damn near give her like an ultimatum. It's either me or the homo, because that's your woman. So you can bring out that scenario. I mean, you can tell her, but you can't leave her for a friend you accepted. See, the problem is, and this is why courting is so important.
Go ahead.
This is why courting is so important. Now, you knew about this friend before you slept with her?
I did, but we wasn't close.
Nigga, Yeah, listen, I'm gonna use you as a teaching tool. Y'all heard
All
what
right.
this nigga said? This nigga said I did, but we wasn't close. It don't get no more closer than rod and vagina.
Oh no, listen. Yeah, I'm saying afterwards. Then I was like, this
No,
man
wait,
is
hold on.
around
What
too
I'm
much.
saying is, did your penis go in her vagina and you knew she had this gay friend?
Yeah, you're right.
Right. It don't get no closer than that, brother.
Yes, sir.
Like that should have been a red flag. And you probably thought
Gotcha.
your rod was going to convince her that she shouldn't be with that gay friend. But what we don't realize, just like when a woman accepts a man and his flaws that she don't agree with, she still have sex with him, then that teaches that man that he don't have to change. It works the same way. When you sleep with that woman and she's doing something that she knows that you don't like, but you sleeping with her anyway, you're not
Right.
giving her a reason to change it. So now you in it. So that's your
Gotcha.
woman. So that you can argue with her, you can say, "Hey, I ain't coming around. You want to hang with that homo? I'm not coming around." You can say things like that, but that's your woman, huh?
So would there be any scriptures I can use, brother?
What scripture as far as
Like
what?
any just as far as like to convince her, because she in the Bible,
Yeah,
but she's not in the
mankind shall
Bible.
not lie with mankind. Who changed the truth? Romans the first chapter when it says, "Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship the creature more than the Creator?" All the wrong of homosexuality is against God's law.
Okay.
So that's your saving grace. So you got to tell her now. But does she follow being an Israelite?
She want to be a Christian, but like I said, I'm
You don't.
just
Yeah,
not
that's
coming
why
into
she
the
got
truth.
that homo. So she could be a full out Christian with that homo friend.
Yeah, it could be Obama too. So
Yeah, let me tell you, and you brothers, I try to warn brothers all the time. Y'all better be careful with the women. If the woman that you sleep with ain't gonna follow and believe what you believe,
yes, sir.
do not sleep with that woman. Because once you sleep with that woman, you're telling her that you accept her lifestyle. You're telling her, you're telling her that you accept everything, and she gonna say, "You knew this before you slept with me." That's what she gonna tell you.
Yes,
You
sir.
knew all this before you slept. You should have never slept with me if you was gonna do this.
Right.
That's what she gonna tell you. So you got a rough road ahead of you, brother. Slack you.
Yeah. So do I keep her or do I just let it ride?
Yeah, she didn't commit adultery out. She just got a bad friend. But
All
you
right.
can teach her the law. You can tell her I ain't coming around as long as you got that nigga with you. You can say that.
Appreciate it. I appreciate that, y'all. One more thing, man. When I'm getting my order, man, I had ordered like last time.
What's the name? I think yours might be in this bag. So I got these 2 bags right here. These 2 bags that y'all see online, those are bags full of orders that when I end this live, I'm going to go drop them off at the post office. Your name is Robert, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to tell you. Let me look up Robert. Hold on, let me go to orders. Robert. So when did you order it? Are you Robert E?
It was Robert Lee.
Robert Lee? Okay.
Yeah, Brian. I got the place order number.
Hold on. What's the number?
Hang on. Let me look it up.
You had it in front of you, man. So I got a Robert.
Okay. So it's 11379.
Oh, you ordered on the Wix site. Hold on. Yeah, that's gonna go out tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna be making it. Yeah, I'm gonna be making it today. So I'm gonna drop these orders off. Then I'm gonna make the online orders, and if I got time today, I'll drop it off today. But if not, it'll be dropped off tomorrow.
All right. Well, appreciate it, brother. Thanks for the advice.
All right, no sweat, brother. Lord be with you.
All right.
Hey, I see you. I see you, Mike, in the chat. I see you, Mike. Talk about he's being treated like a Moabite, man. I see you in the chat. But so let me show y'all. So these orders right here, if y'all looking, these are all the orders that I got to go drop off at the post office. So these are the orders. And so the orders that I got left today are the ones that came in, I think, Friday. So those are the orders I'm going to take. Y'all keep calling in, man. I was supposed to end the show, man. Call the name. Where you calling from?
South Guam.
Hey, my order, I just remember
my rib did reach out to you about I think it was the unfuckwittable butter. I never got mine. It was about some years ago. I pop up and I be forgetting it. I've been on, I talked to you about it before.
Okay.
But yeah,
brother,
I never got mine.
Brother, you talk about something. I ain't made unfuckwittable since 2023.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But my rib, she reached out to you on an email. Y'all spoke maybe a few months ago. Like you told her that you don't check that email or something like that.
What's her email address?
YARELIS.
Text. Can you text me the spelling of the email?
Yeah,
It sounds familiar, and if I could find an email, I'll do it. Just text me the email address.
All right, Cat. Hey, quick question, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be unlawful?
Hey, somebody hide. Hold on 1 second. Somebody hide Ebony Knowledge. She said, I thought about ordering it from you, but said, nah, we don't need you either. Somebody hide. Yeah, you about to get blocked for sure. Somebody hide. Let me just do it myself. We don't need her. She'll never get unblocked. Bye-bye, Ebony. Go ahead, say it again. What you were saying?
A quick question. So,
and for the record, I'm sorry. And for the record, what the brother is saying, the brother on the phone is saying, sounds familiar. So they'll get their oil. So if I don't make unfuckwittable no more, but I will replace it with maybe an exclusive oil that I haven't released yet. So I got 2 women and 2 men oils. I got Invincible and Level Up for men, and then I got Apple Bottom and Snatched for women. So y'all will get one of those 2 if I don't have the unfuckwittable. Fair enough.
Okay, yeah, I got.
Wait, is that fair enough? I just want it on record, on YouTube record. That's good.
Because I got the rest. I ordered more than one item from you, and I got everything except for the
So when you eat, right? So I'm only concerned with just the missing oils. So with the missing butters. So if you're missing it sounds like you're missing unfuckwittable men and unfuckwittable women, right?
It was just men.
It was just men.
Order.
So it's just that one butter. Okay, so I don't so I don't sell that no more. So I'll just send you a butter that's exclusive. So then what you're gonna do then is just text me. You ain't gotta text me the email. Just let your rib know I remember. And Salakia, because I do remember her emailing me. And just text me your name and address where you want me to send it to.
Okay, Tom.
Now, before he asks his question, I want y'all to say to yourselves, what business would have a man call and place the order from 2 years ago and still honor that and mail off that butter for free? It don't get no better than me. Go ahead, brother. What's your question?
I mean, I still order from you. I got the.
No, I ain't saying that for you. No, I ain't saying that for you, brother.
Yeah.
That's marketing. That's marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like customer service. I remember I used to only buy. I remember I used to only buy Dell computers because their customer service was that good.
You say you buy what?
I would only buy Dell computers because customer service was that good.
Oh, kind of right. Yeah. But
and
I mean,
one second.
I get my body butters and orders from you still.
And one more second. A brother is asking for suggestions for body oils. The body oils that I would suggest is Confidence, Hit Different, Dominance, Midnight Black. Confidence, Hit Different. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Confidence, Hit Different, and the One. Now, if y'all stay on the phone, what I'll do real fast while the brother's asking this question, I'll add those 4 new oils right now. Caller, hold on. Hey, I think y'all setting me up too, because every time I go to end the show, somebody else calling. Right when I'm about to get off the phone, another person calling.
My bad, brother.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Don't sweat.
Yeah.
Wait, one second. There's a caller in front of you. Hold on.
No problem.
All right, so go ahead, brother, with your question. While he's giving the question, I'm gonna add these oils. Go ahead, brother, with your question.
Okay. Yeah. So this is related to the marijuana. Me and you spoke about marijuana, I think last week, about, how it's the worship of another deity. And I did send you that book, the link to that book, The Pot Plot. But so this question, I spoke with some brothers who said not. So opening your own marijuana shop, they're popping up all over Jersey, Philly. If you were to open your own marijuana shop, would that be unlawful?
Yes.
That would be unlawful.
Yes.
Okay. Could you give me like a breakdown?
Because
like,
you would be selling it to people that are drug addicts.
Now, my next question, real quick. So, would it be unlawful to sell it to Esau?
Yes.
It would be unlawful to sell it to Esau?
Yeah, only because it's unlawful, period. An animal that died, an animal that dieth of itself is not talking about swine. You wouldn't sell that. But the cow that dieth of itself, you would sell it. So when it comes to drugs, you wouldn't do it because of the product that it is itself. Did you see that report that they put? Did you see that report that they recently released on marijuana?
Yeah, where marijuana ages the brain. Yeah, I posted that.
Oh, I give you props for at least posting that, because that's the other problem with using marijuana. Like, marijuana is not something that is supposed to be used like every day. Like, no medicine is supposed to be used like that. Like, medicine is supposed to be used for the purpose of doing its job. Now, there's some things like this. There might be some conditions where you do have to use marijuana, maybe let's say daily, weekly, something like that. Like how people that are diabetic have to take a shot or something like that. They have to have that with them. But that's not with everything. And the problem with allowing you to have the dispensary is that you'll be condoning that for everything.
Right.
And so we're not supposed, when the Bible says thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, that would be a form of witchcraft, as opposed to someone coming to you with a genuine sickness and then you helping them with the sickness.
So if you open a medical marijuana shop, then would that be lawful, or it wouldn't make a difference?
No, it wouldn't make
it would still be unlawful?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's a lot of...
Hey, no sweat. I appreciate it. And again,
I sent you the email.
Yeah, and I want you to send me the address too. I want so send me your name and your address, and then I'll mail out. Like I said, it's gonna be one of the newer oils that I have, because I don't make unfuckable no more.
Yeah, look, I wasn't even tripping. Like I said, that was then, but I reminded you. I know, like it be periods where I remember, because me and you spoke numerous times before. Sometimes I don't remember, and then I'll throw it in there if I remember. But when you were just talking with the caller previously, I was like, oh yeah, I never,
Yeah, and I'm glad you did, because again, like, your rib did message me. I do remember her messaging me. So she did her job. That's why I want you to tell her that I'll be sending it, and I might send something for her just for the inconvenience.
Oh, wow.
Hey, no sweat out. All right.
All right, Cap.
All right, no sweat. Hey, shalom. All right, to the caller that gave the salute, you still there? Hey, your phone breaking up a little bit. Before you go, I just added the 4 new oils. So if you go to the Call Gas selection, you'll see Invincible, which is imported. I'll show y'all one. Oh, I ain't about to show y'all one of the ingredients. But Invincible, Level Up, Snatched, and Apple Bottom are available now on my Call Gas. Not the website, but on my Etsy page. So callgas.com. I got to add it to callgas.org, which I'll do shortly. But that's where it's added at. What's your question, brother?
Hey, I'm in H-Town, man. I had a few questions.
I'll take 2 questions.
Okay, I'll shoot 2. Number 1, when the next time you guys coming out to Houston for like a cookout?
November, August. Okay. October 30th, I believe it starts.
Okay,
October 30th.
30th. Last question. Are you taking any investors or anything with your company?
What you mean, like to buy into my company?
Yeah, basically.
I haven't considered that yet, because right now I'm kind of like a one-man show. So I'm assuming You mean investing where you get, let's say, if you invest and you own 10% of the company, you will get 10% of whatever it is that I make. I'm just using that as an example. That's what you're talking about, right?
Somewhere along those lines.
Right.
But seriously, for sure.
Yeah. So I can't say I'm opposed to that or anything, but I haven't thought about it at all.
That's fair. Well, I tune into the show, so I'll check it every now and then to see it.
Yeah. Or you can always, you ain't got to ask in the show publicly. This is my phone number. You can always call or text and ask.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll shoot that out and give. I could actually put together like a proposal or something.
Yeah, if you put together a proposal, text me. I'll text you my email address. You can send it to me, and then I'll listen to it and see what it says.
That'll work, brother.
All right.
Shalom,
All right, no problem. All right, y'all. Now, that was truly the last call. And again, what we learn is the lab is better than the car. See? The lab is better than the car. So until next time, shalom, Israel.